Question 6. What have you learnt from the technologies from the process of constructing my media product? I have learnt several new skills in regards to the technologies used in creating my music magazine. These consist of a variety of editing softwares and many advanced hardwares. The first I found extremely useful was being able to create the magazine in Photoshop and InDesign. To show you how I have used the skills effectively to follow codes and conventions of a magazine. To show you the knowledge I have in the new technologies, I have used a screen recording system known as Cam Studio. This allows me to be able to record exactly what I have been doing on my own screen, and in this case how I have used different parts of the Photoshop software. In this Cam Studio video I will show you how I made my title for the double page spread and how I appropriately created drop caps onto the paragraphs in order to connote the start of a paragraph. In this video, I first chose to zoom in on the letters so I had a better view of the area I was working with. I then added a new letter and transformed it appropriately in order to give the letter some importance to the name Scott, just like I have with Chelsea. I then chose the next paragraph I wanted to create the drop caps on and added it using the drop cap spacing tool on the top left. This was done by a variance of 2. This next video uses Photoshop to create my masthead with specific use of the layer style tool. This allows me to change the image you originally see to something different. I first selected the piece of text I wanted to change, then chose the layer style option on the top and then edited it appropriately. As seen on the video, I turned on the tools drop shadow, inner shadow, outer glow and inner glow, and then finally bevel and embossed. I then adjusted the sizes to fit the current word Scott. In the next video, I use a software, Photoshop, which allows me to alter the blemishes found on the artist's face. This is in order to make it look professional and to create the ideal self I want to portray. I use primarily the spot heal tool found on the left on the toolbar in Photoshop. Once I chose the spot heal tool, I zoomed in and began to smooth out her imperfections and gave her the look you would stereotypically find in the magazine industry. The next Cam Studio video is the ability to use Web 2.0 in order to interact with the online interface. This is to create the electronic version of what we would know on paper as a spider diagram using Bubble.us, an interactive spidergram presentation piece of online software. This satisfies Tim O'Reilly's Web 2.0 2004 theory, where he stated that Web 2.0 is a more interactive, collaborative, user-generated web. As me doing this gives me the ability to create my own learning style, and like he said, a user-generated web. It also shows how technological convergence has become reality, according to Peter Fury, as the merging of information and communication technologies can be seen from the use of Bubble.us, and this can be used to present information that allows you to communicate using the technological software. Here is an example of the Bubble.us program I previously used in my blog, but mainly how I created the brainstorm using different spiders and different base bubbles. I have also used some other pieces of software, one of which is what I am using to show this to yourself, a non-linear editing piece of software known as Windows Live Movie Maker. This gave me the ability to create a video to show you how I've used different technologies from the process of constructing my product, to show how I have used different technologies also in producing my product. Also, the photos seen in my magazine were taken using a digital SLR camera. SLR is an abbreviation. It stands for single lens reflex. With an SLR camera, you see exactly what the lens sees. Therefore, you get the quality picture I desired in this case. Here are some photos I've taken using a digital SLR camera. All the photos used in my cover, double page spread and contents page we